You might be wondering, what is the best lunch to eat for weight loss? Okay, let's go over it in this video. In this video, I'll tell you exactly what you should eat for lunch to lose weight. Then I'll cover the best time to eat lunch if you want to lose weight. And last, I'll cover the best time to eat lunch so you won't be hungry while losing weight. I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, and I created a nutrition program that enables people to lose 10% of their body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. If you love my videos, and if you like the way I'm delivering this to you, I would love for you to subscribe. I would love for you to like it and turn on that bell icon. That way you're notified when I release a new video, which is, by the way, pretty much every day. If you're trying to lose weight, what you eat matters. It matters more than how much you exercise, your age, your gender, or whether you've had kids, and even your genetics. Weight loss is 100% nutrition. You also need to sleep and you need to stay hydrated. You don't need any exercise to lose weight. Here are the best foods to eat for weight loss at every meal, not just lunch. Are you ready? Meat, vegetables, nuts, eggs, seeds, seafoods, and dietary fat. That's right, I said eat fat. I'm talking like avocado, coconut oil, bacon, the fat on the steak. Don't cut it off, eat it. Fat keeps you full. You naturally eat less, which helps you lose weight without feeling ravenous all the time. When you eat also matters. Most people eat because it's lunchtime or breakfast time, or because they're bored, or they're celebrating, or they're numbing anxiety, or they're coping with stress. We eat for all kinds of reasons. Eating when you're not hungry is a great way to get fat. The best time to eat lunch is when you're hungry. Most people are conditioned to eat when it's mealtime. But if lunchtime rolls around and you're not even hungry, well, maybe you just don't eat yet. Same thing with your first meal a day. If you're not hungry at 7 a.m., maybe you eat breakfast later. Your first meal of the day is breakfast, whether you eat it at 7 or right at noon. One thing I want you to understand about hunger, a lot of people are scared of it and they try to avoid it, but it's not normal to never be hungry. Hunger is a normal, natural, biological response. Hunger is a good thing. It's good to feel hungry. It means your body is working right. That's not to say that you should feel hungry all the time. I mean, it's miserable to constantly feel hungry. You know that Snickers commercial? Snickers was brilliant. They came up with hangry, and that's when you mix hunger and anger. They came up with these great commercials where Liza Minnelli was in the backseat of a cab and she was upset and she was yelling and someone handed her a Snickers bar and she turned into just a normal man. Well, and somebody said, you're acting like you're a drama queen, you need to eat. Well, that's great that they do that for marketing. And I'm a capitalist. I'm all for, companies doing what they can to sell their product. But it has made us believe that it's bad to be hungry. It's actually great. I welcome hunger. I love it. Feeling hungry all the time can be caused by a few different things. People who eat low fat are often hungry all day. People eating junk food devoid of nutrients also makes you hungry. Dehydration also increases hunger. So does lack of sleep. So when you're sleep deprived, your body assumes you want to stay awake. So it sends hunger signals and sugar cravings because sugar is what? Instant source of energy. That doesn't make it the best source because sugar beyond a certain small amount will make you fat. On the Code Red lifestyle, we focus on real food, water, and sleep. The right foods, plus adequate sleep and plenty of water, are all non-negotiable for fast, safe weight loss. Plus, we follow a few simple rules to ensure your weight comes off consistently. You don't need shakes, diet pills, diet foods, or even exercise to lose all this weight. The food we eat is absolutely delicious and filling, so even when you get hungry, you won't stay that way for very long. One thing you'll hear us Code Red Rebels talking about is we don't say breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We don't even say the word snack. Snack is not in our vocabulary. We do not snack. We don't say the word snack. And the reason we don't use the words breakfast, lunch, and dinner is because breakfast, lunch, and dinner, that indicates a certain time. Well, Americans eat breakfast at 8 and lunch at noon and dinner at 6. Baloney. You, Code Red Rebel, you eat when it's right for you. That's why we call it meal 1, meal 2. Code Red Rebels eat 2 meals a day. No snacking in between, 5 hours apart. You can just take the words breakfast, lunch, and dinner out of your vocabulary. We don't even say it. We don't even say it. The meal 1 for you could be 3:33 p.m. because you worked the night shift, you went home and you slept. That's meal 1 for you. But that wouldn't fit into what society has brainwashed us to believe. So I don't like using the words breakfast, lunch, and dinner. I don't like saying it, and we don't say it. We say meal 1, meal 2. It's what works best for you. It's not what everybody is doing at lunch for work, all right? It's not what your mother-in-law wants to do. It's not because everybody at church is just going out for dinner. It's what's gonna be right for you. And I understand we have society, we're a part of society, we're a part of a community, we're a part of a tribe, and we're trying to fit in, and dining together is a great way to bond. It's what keeps us together. I get all that. But if you are trying to lose weight and eating for you lunch, or as we call it, meal 2, eating meal 2 for you would be a certain time, then that's what you need to adhere to. That's why we like to say meal 1, meal 2. And I realized that the name of this video was what's the best lunch to eat for dinner, but I had to throw that in there because I don't like to say the word lunch, and I had to tell you why. So what we like on the Code Red lifestyle is if you're thinking about what lunch to eat, even though we call it meal 2, you need to start thinking about something that's not going to weigh you down too much for the afternoon. What we believe on Code Red is you want to taper your food as you taper your day. So we want meal 1 to be a little heavier on the calories, and then meal 2, your lunch, would be a little lighter. So let's just say maybe a 60-40 split or a 66-33 split. 66%, 2/3 of your calories would be eaten at meal 1, breakfast. Meal 2 would be roughly 1/3 of your calories, the rest of them. And I really like to keep my second meal light. I really like to not go too heavy on the fat, not go too heavy on the meat, just something light. A lot of rebels believe this. They'll do steamed vegetables with some butter on top. They'll do maybe a lighter chicken, not a real heavy red meat. Of course, we on Code Red believe in an animal-based diet, so meat at any time is always recommended, but perhaps you pick a fish or a lighter meat for meal 2 lunch. So think about that. You just don't want to weigh yourself down. And don't forget that digestion is very difficult for the body. The heavier meal you eat at lunchtime, the harder and longer it's going to take for your body to digest. So if you're not Code Red and you just stumbled upon this video and you're thinking about it maybe, and you're thinking, well, what's the best lunch to have? I'll tell you what's not the best lunch. Having pizza. All right, if you go out at the middle of the day with your coworkers and you all shout on a pie, listen, you're gonna get that 2 o'clock crash like you ain't never seen before. Avoid that at all costs. Even if you're not Code Red, even if you don't follow a diet, keep that lunch light because we just don't want to weigh down the body. We don't want to make it heavy and hard for your body to digest that food. Some of our Rebels' favorites are steamed vegetables, and you can go to Winco or you can go to Walmart, you can get vegetables that actually steam in the bag. It's pretty remarkable. You don't even have to open them. You take them, you follow the instruction, you set them in the microwave, the steam side up, and you put them on for 4 minutes, and bam, you've got green beans or Brussels sprouts or broccoli or cauliflower rice. You've got it right there in minutes. And it's healthy and it's pure. And don't be afraid of frozen veggies. They're actually better and healthier than fresh veggies. That's a big go-to for a lot of our Rebels. A lot of our Rebels go to Winco or Costco or Walmart or wherever your local grocer is, and they get a rotisserie chicken. We've all seen them. Aren't those so good? They're so good. And they bring home a rotisserie chicken, and you can pick off that chicken for a long time. I mean, depending on, if you're single, if you've got a family to eat, you can get quite a few meals out of that chicken. And that's a great thing to eat for lunch, for meal 2. I mean, grab some steamers, grab your favorite vegetables and steam in the bag, grab some rotisserie chicken, stick that in the microwave, put a little butter on your rotisserie chicken. My goodness, it doesn't get any better. A little bit of Redmond real salt on there. It doesn't get any better than that. If you're needing more ideas on what to eat for meal 2 or lunch, you can always pick up my Code Red cookbook. It's 1.7 pounds. It's thick. It has over 250 Cristy approved recipes. Free shipping on that. I'll get it out to you same day. I'll link that up below. Also linked up below is my new Code Red app, and I would love to have you on my app. It's a one-stop shop. Everything you need is in the app, coderedlifestyle.com/app, and I'll see you on the next video. And they have these just great commercials where like this Hold on, I got a booger. Okay. That doesn't make the best source. The food we eat is absolutely delicious. Oops, shoot. Snack is not in our vocabulary. And now you're eating at 3:33 p.m. before you head back to shoot. Some of our Rebels' favorite meals would be like, what's the name of this video?
What is the best lunch to eat?
Okay, that's right. Can I do it? Now can I close it?
I mean, almost like you just did, but...
Oh. Yeah, true.
If you want
yeah,
to
true.
go with another...